Every car I own has a job. Some are passions, some are about family, some are about work, but they're all tools for a specific job. Today I'm going to break down what each one does, maybe the purpose for it, and maybe even if it doesn't fulfill that purpose anymore. Do I really need all of these? Well, let's find out. This is the dream car. The McLaren 765 LT isn't practical. It is not really dailyable for me, but its sole purpose is to make me love it. It is really a reward for hard work and dedication in building our business. And it is the one day I'm gonna have that car in my garage, moments and fulfillment that I've had in my life. And so its sole purpose is for me to love it every time I drive it and get excited and motivate me to want to keep working, building, and pushing through the hard time. But the next car couldn't be more opposite.
This is the workhorse, and the Denali not only has to pull the giant fifth wheel we bought, it has to be able to fit my family of 5 and our dog comfortably for long road trips. So the interior was a necessity to be comfortable as well as being capable of handling a heavy fifth wheel. And a lot of people think you can't be a truck guy and a supercar guy, and I disagree, because the way I look at everything is every vehicle is a tool in my toolbox, and as long as they do their job well, I can enjoy them and appreciate them for what they are. Now the next car, it's not as exciting, but it does its job perfectly. So like I said, it's not as exciting, but the Tesla is my work vehicle, and it allows me to be able to travel all over South Florida doing my job, which is making car keys. And that can get expensive with how traffic is if I'm driving one of the other vehicles. So the relative inexpensive charging at my house during night, it makes it worthwhile. Not only that, it has way more storage than you would think to hold all my equipment. And the benefit is also, there's not a lot of maintenance because there's not oil changes in the regularly scheduled maintenance that you would have with the other vehicles. And that makes this a very, very good work vehicle that doesn't cost a lot to operate. But this next car, I'm not sure it's doing its job anymore.
The Durango Hellcat was supposed to be my everyday family muscle SUV. And for the first year, it was. It was an amazing car that my entire family really enjoyed. But lately, as I've detailed in my other videos, it is no longer a stress-free car ownership, and it's actually become more of a headache than it has been a joy to drive. Every car has a job, and when that car stops doing the job that you count on it for, you have to start to rethink if you should keep it. And that's the situation we're in with this. Like I said, I think of every car as a tool that has a purpose, and this one, I'm not sure if it still has its purpose because I don't know if I can count on it. And then there's the one car that is probably going to be harder to get rid of than any supercar I've ever sold. My 2012 Ford Raptor is more than a truck. It was my friend, business partner, mentor Adam's truck before he passed away, and then I acquired it after that, and it's been with me on my journey ever since then. So the job it fills is more of an emotional role than a tool that gets used for specific purposes anymore. I have something else that fulfills everything this once did and probably does it better. But really the reason it's still here is I'm having a hard time selling it because of the emotional attachment. And surprisingly, it's harder for me to sell than any of the supercars I've sold previously. And this last one surprises everybody. So believe it or not, the golf cart racks up more miles than everything else. It's perfect for South Florida living, running around town, quick errands, or trips with the family. And it just fits the vibe and experience so well. It's not glamorous. It doesn't have all the horsepower. It's just an electric golf cart, but it's convenient, and the family absolutely loves to just go for a nice, easy, quiet drive and experience all the beauty South Florida has to offer. So do I really need all these cars? Truth is no, not all of them. Some of them fulfill passion. Some of them are practical. And then some of them are just memories. So the right car for the right job isn't about just collecting as many as you can. It's about being intentional with the ones you do own. And when that car or vehicle stops being the right tool to fulfill that job, it's time to move on. So in the next video, I'm going to break down when to buy, when to finance, and when it's time to move on.